Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today I want to talk about the new change that is going into effect next month. So October 11th with PayPal and the refund agreement. And this is going to be useful information, especially if you are running a business and especially if you are using PayPal. If you are interested in the upcoming changes and how this is actually a good thing and can actually save you money, then feel free to go ahead and continue to watch. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and please make sure that you are subscribed. Let's get right into the video. So if you follow me, then you know I talk constantly about using PayPal. I am looking for other payment options and methods to offer as well, because I do want to accommodate all of my customers, and I understand that not everyone uses PayPal. However, I've been through, let's just say I've been through some experiences that have shaped my mentality and my thinking process into one that is more protective of my business. And also I'm apt to do a lot more research before I offer any payment method, just to make sure that I'm keeping not only my business safe, but I'm keeping my customers safe as well. And that I'm reducing the amount of chargebacks that could come across, or fraudulent orders that can come across. And so that's very important in business. I know a lot of times we don't really want to talk about those things, and we really don't want to think about those things until they happen. But I can tell you that, being kind of a step ahead of the game is definitely beneficial, as far as knowing exactly what your payment method or what your payment provider is going to offer, the updates and the changes regarding their policies and things like that. So pretty much I received an email from PayPal just letting me know that they did update their refund policy, and this policy change is going to go into effect on October 11th. And right here, as you can see on the screen, it says, in line with industry practice and according to our updated policy, we will not charge a fee to process refunds, but the fees from the original transaction will not be refunded. This policy will not apply to duplicate transactions, voids, and most disputed transactions. You can review the PayPal user agreement for more information on our return policy. So just right there, typically if you are using PayPal, then you may be aware already of how their process and their procedures go. So when you use PayPal, there is a percentage when you are using it for your business that comes out of the sale automatically. And if you do need to process a refund, then typically there's another fee associated with the refund as well. So I say this is a good thing, because it is, they're explaining right here that they're not going to charge a fee to process refunds on certain orders. So you do want to make sure that you're reading through the policy in its entirety to make sure that you get a good understanding for it, because it does go into saying that duplicate transactions, voids, and most disputed transactions, it does, this new change does not apply to those. So this would be for, say you went in your account, there's no disputes, anything like that, no pending transactions, and you just decide you want to offer a refund. You can do that now without having to pay an extra fee. Now, keep in mind that a lot of times these policies change. One thing that I can definitely say, running a business is really, nothing is etched in stone. You can be working with a company for years and everything can be the same. And then, there could be a change, or you could be working with a company and every month it seems like there's a change. So change, it's not a bad thing, but I do want us to keep in mind, especially being business owners, that we have to stay on top of these agreements. Typically you may run through your emails or read through your emails and just delete emails like this. But I'm advising, my recommendation would be not to delete the emails before you read them, because this is going to help you. Also, when you start receiving sales, or if you are receiving sales, then you probably can attest to this, that a lot of customers may have questions as far as how everything is going to work through PayPal. They may be completely new to using PayPal. They may be completely new to processing orders or submitting orders on your website. They may be new to using buy now, pay later option. And so as the experts of our business, we don't have to know everything, but it definitely is beneficial to read up on the information and new policies so that we can be more efficient in our business. And so as you saw on the screen, I went through some of the PayPal user agreement information. PayPal also has a help center, which is very, very helpful. They have it broken up into multiple categories, so you can go through your personal common questions, business questions, and also technical. I like this because if I'm working with any payment provider or any service period, I want a way that I can read more information, ask questions, read other frequently asked questions, and so on and so forth. And so the fact that they have a help center is really helpful to me because it's going to work. If your customers, it's going to work in your interest. If your customers are wanting to ask you a question that maybe you have never came across or even thought of, then check out the PayPal Help Center. I did get to the PayPal Help Center directly through the email link. So the email links or the email that they send you is going to have multiple links in there where you can go on their website and find out more information. Or you can go ahead and just go to paypal.com and read more information as well. But ultimately, like I mentioned before, I think this is a really, really good benefit because those fees add up, even though it may be looking like, oh, that's just a small fee here. All those small fees add up. And I'm not kidding about that. It may look like a small fee. And then at the end of the month, when you're adding up and totaling everything and you're like, wow, this is how much I spent out, you'll definitely notice how much those fees can add up, especially if you're doing refunds frequently. If you're a company that really doesn't come into contact with refunds too often, that's something that you really don't provide for your customers, or it's just like a exchange only type of policy like what I have. Still, there may be some one-offs where you still find yourself processing a refund. And so it still doesn't hurt, even if you're a company and you're like, hey, I never process refunds, it still doesn't hurt to make sure that you're staying up to date with the policy changes. Now, under the business portion that we were just on, it has a lot of frequently asked or common asked questions regarding taxes as well. And so if you are, because I get questions regarding taxes and I try to steer away from those questions when they start to get really, really detailed and in depth, just because taxes can be kind of tricky, and then also as far as state laws and state requirements, they vary. So not everyone has the exact same requirements for a business. Not every state runs the same or works the same when it comes to maintaining or running or even opening a business. And so that's why I always say it's really good to do research for your business based on your state, based on the type of business that you're running, based on the payment providers that you're going to be using, based on the website provider that you're going to be using. I do use Shopify in addition to PayPal. If you are interested in switching over to Shopify, there is a link in the bottom of this video in my description bar. So go ahead and click the link. It does give you a free trial to Shopify, and then you can go ahead and choose the plan that best fits your business needs. Also, as you can see here, I'm on a technical tab. So if you do have questions, regarding some certain errors that you're receiving or anything like that, then you can go to the Help Center as well and kind of find some questions or some answers to commonly asked questions. And as you can see on the screen, some of the questions are, how do I request a refund? I forgot my password. How do I reset it? PayPal is really a fair company, in my opinion. I really do trust PayPal based on the relationship that we've built just doing business over the years. And so if they do make a policy change, in my experience, it's never been a change that has been very negative to either side. It's always been a change that has been helpful and that I could see would be useful. So I just wanted to put this email out there. Again, I think it is really a good change, a good update to the policy. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.